So this is wild bergamot, and it's very common. It's a mint. The seeds are minuscule. Here, Jackie, you kind of bend over the old flowers, and there's like capsules. The seeds sit down in the bottom of them, and you kind of got to agitate that seed head, old flower head, and you'll collect some little tiny seeds about the size of pepper flakes. These are easy to grow. I tend to have success with them. My students grow these frequently. Yeah, they're a nice plant. The bumblebees love them. They make like a lilac flower in, July. Oh, this is a black-eyed Susan. They're a nice plant. They're pretty easy to grow from seed. They're biennial. After the second year they flower. The seeds are really tiny, and collecting them is kind of like what we do for bergamot. I turn the seed heads over. Mostly what's fallen into Jackie's hand here are old flower parts. I think they're stamens. And the seeds themselves are very tiny and blocky. What I do is I do this, or have students do this, usually into a bag. And I don't attempt to sort the seeds. We just save everything. And then plant all that into our new seed bed. This is lanceleaf coreopsis. It's native apparently to eastern Wisconsin, and sort of a half wild, half domesticated North American plant. I like it. It blooms early, nice yellow blossoms. In my yard, the butterflies have an appetite when it's blooming, and so I typically get a lot of butterflies in this patch. The seeds are very easy to collect. They're kind of held up in the old flower here. You just kind of got to break that open. Go ahead. And the seeds are large. They're easy to grow. They'll germinate readily. They can maybe get a little weedy if you're not careful, but they're a nice plant. Okay, this is a rough blazing star liatris. It's a spike about 2 feet tall. It's pretty easy to grow from seed. It's a nice plant. It's purple. The blossoms start at the top. First they open, and then the other blossoms open below it, which is unusual. So in this plant, the seeds that are towards the top are a little riper, and you can just kind of pull them off. And let's see if we can see them here. Yeah, there's a lot of seed in there. They're kind of like on a dandelion fluff. They're pretty easy to grow to start from seed. So yeah, they're a nice plant. The bumblebees like them. The pollinators love them. And a lot of the butterflies. Okay, this is a stand in my yard. We've got a fair amount of Indian grass here. It's about 5 to 6 feet tall. The seeds turn kind of an orange color when they're ripe. It's a nice plant. I planted very little of this when we planted this area probably 15 years ago. It's done well, maybe almost a little too well. But the seeds are easy to harvest. So Jackie, if you can try to harvest, yeah, go ahead. Just kind of hold the stem and then pull it off, and you can get a handful quickly. Go ahead and do another one. Right, yeah, they're pretty big seeds, and like I don't really do any extra cleaning for them. So there you have it.